I'm here with Rene Phillips at the Arts Warehouse, and I want to know, first of all, you consider yourself a process-based artist. Can you explain to everyone what that means?
Sure. The process of my creation is very important to me because I'm doing things with paint that school may not have taught me necessarily. The process I work with is with enamel, latex, spray paint, and I'm manipulating the paint with the elements of wind, water, heat, gravity.
And is that how you create the sculpture look to your paintings, is using the elements of the world, essentially?
Yeah, I pour paint with latex and enamel paint, which by nature is very thick. I mix it with a medium that also thickens it. And like I said, every color does something different. So I need to study each color's dry time to see at what point it creates like a little bit of a film so I can manipulate it with those elements.
Wow, that's meticulous. What are you inspired by when you create your artwork?
I'm inspired by the natural world. I'm really inspired by the surface of Earth and all of its changing personalities, the tide rolling over each other, rocks and all the different layers of rocks. I look a lot at NASA satellite images and drone photography just to see how man and Earth are combining and changing the surface of Earth.
Now tell me about the series you're currently working on.
I'm working on a series called the Liminal Series, and it's about freezing moments in time between the transition. So I was recently pregnant, and I found myself in a time where I was in an in-between phase. I was neither here nor there. So I went into the art studio and tried freezing moments of time in the paint and the moving of the paint. So I'm really trying to delve into how I can freeze moments in time with paint.
Wow, I love that. I think a lot of people can relate to that and kind of wanting to be in that moment frozen. That's so interesting. I know that you also have a documentary coming out. Can you tell me a little more about that?
Yeah, my friend Amber Tolfson created a 11-minute documentary on my process. She came to my studio in Chelsea in Manhattan, and we were supposed to just be creating a short little video on my process, and she ended up creating a longer video that really takes a deeper dive into what my inspiration is and how I create my art. I've been creating my art, for the past 7 years, basically alone in the studio, doing my process, making my notes, writing in my color journal, and it took me 3 years of experimentation and just kind of becoming a scientist and an alchemist in the studio to get a process down that I was ready to share. And so the pieces you see behind me are works in process, but they're visions I had for years of things that I could do with paint that I didn't necessarily learn.